Few examples of electric flux of phi. Let's see. Let's say I give you a surface. And here is the electric field lines. These are the electric field lines that are passing through the surface perpendicularly. So what is the flux through this surface? What is the flux through this surface? So flux in this case would be, as you know, phi is equal to E vector dot A vector. So this must be EA cos 0 degree, because where is the area vector? This is the area vector, this is the area vector, and what is the electric field? Both are in the same direction, the angle between them is 0. So this is EA cos of 0 degree. So that means flux in this case is EA. If you know the radius, let's say R is the radius, then you can easily write this is pi r square into E. That's it. This is the flux in this case. Let us see another example. Let's say I again draw the same circular shaped area. This time let the electric field is going like this. This is the electric field. The direction of electric field is like this way. And the area vector this is the area vector. This subtends an angle of 30 degree. So what is the component of electric field along the area vector? If this is the electric field given, so at this side it would be E cos 30. That means my flux would be component of electric field. I can break electric field into two perpendicular components. One will be the parallel component and another will be the perpendicular component. So the parallel component will be definitely EA, E cos of 30 degree into the area component. So that means this gives me EA cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So this one should be E A root 3 by 2 Newton per coulomb meter square. This is the SI, this is the flux. Okay, let us see another case. If I give you this situation now, again the same, let us take one area here. This time it is in the form of a square, and I apply electric field like this. No, sorry. Apply the electric field like this way. So as you can see, in this case, the flux is perpendicular. This is the area vector. So it's not perpendicular. What do I mean to say? The area vector, the normal to the area is this one, AN cap. So this is the area vector. This is the electric field vector. How much is the angle between them? 90. So phi would be EA cos 90. That gives me 0. So in this case, flux is 0. So that means this is saying that how is the electric field in a given region by knowing how many number of lines is coming from a unit cross section area. We can use this concept by if the electric field is uniform, then we can have big size of area to find out it. But if the electric field is non-uniform, something like this, non-uniform, in that case what are we going to do? In that case we have to define small areas, small areas, and then we have to determine what is the electric field in that region. by knowing how many electric field lines is coming out to that small surface. In this case, we will write mathematically phi as E dot dA, where dA is this small area. Okay, an electric field is coming out. How many electric field lines is coming out from that small area? This is how we can express this in differential form. Okay, in case of continuous, when we are going for continuous integrations, we have to go to know number of electric field lines. Then you have to consider, we have to break the area into infinitesimally small quantity, small area, and then find out how many electric field lines coming out. Then we can easily integrate over a interval, over a boundary, to find the total integral. Okay. Let us see one more question on electric flux. Let's say an electric field is given as like this. An electric field in a region is given as E equal to 3I cap 4J cap plus 5K cap. This is given in this electric field given in a region, Newton per coulomb. We need to find out the flux, determine the flux, find the flux through the following surfaces. So what are they? All of them are, let's say I give you circle only, x square plus y square is equal to r square. This is one surface. Second surface, now I'm keeping it so we can have, so what I'm doing here, so if this is our coordinate plane, so we are having circles, x square, one at this plane, I'm keeping one at this plane, I'll be keeping one at this plane, and I'll be keeping one at this plane. So you need to determine what are the electric field, what are the flux through these different surfaces. The second one would be y square plus z square is equal to r square. Third one, x square plus z square is equal to r square. So how to do it? So we know x square plus y square, this is in the which plane? So this is x, y, z. So this one is the first one, first circle, which is in the xy plane. So in the xy plane means, what will be the area vector? To find the area vector, you see, area vector will be normal. This is the normal to the area vector. So that means, this is along which axis? This is along, so I can write area vector as A z cap, because it is along this z axis. And where is the electric field? 3I cap plus 4J cap plus 5K cap. No problem. So we can easily do this by scalar product. Phi is equal to E vector dot A vector. So we can write E will be, we can write 3I plus 4J plus 5K cap. And area vector would be pi r square only. Magnitude of this area would be pi r square. So pi r square into k cap. So if I multiply only, so I am going to get the answer to be 5 pi r square. This is the flux for the first surface. Now let us see for the second surface. So for the second question, the first question is this. For the second question is y square plus z square is equals to r square. It is in the which plane? It is in the yz plane. So this is the yz plane. So where is the vector now? So the vector will be coming out like this way. Along. So it is coming out like this. So it is along which axis? It is along the I cap. So that means in this case area vector will be, so this is number 2. So area vector would be here pi r square I cap. So phi would be again 3I 4J plus 5k dot pi r square I cap. So I should get here 3 pi r square. Phi equals to 3 pi r square. Finally, the third one. For the third one, we are talking about the x square plus z square is equals to r square. That means in this case, the area vector is along y axis. This is the normal. Now this is the area vector a j cap. Now this is a j cap. This is a j cap. So it is a j cap. Therefore, I should get here phi equal to, so a equals to pi r square j cap, as the area vector is not parallel to the y axis, that is j cap. Therefore, phi will be equal to 3i 4j plus 5k dot pi r square j cap. So I should get here 3 pi r square. So phi is 3 pi r square. So this is how you can easily determine flux through different surfaces.